Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hope that you're doing amazing, phenomenal, well, feeling blessed, secure, saved. It's me. Reflective, bountiful, and important in your life and in all things. It's just a little bit more. There we go. And in all ways, shapes, forms, and fashions. Okay, my name is Latisse. I do readings on here as well as you can book readings from me down below. Ancestral readings, stream decipherings as well. I also have a cash app for love donations if you feel so called to, as well as a podcast where I just talk. You don't know what to expect on there. So, with that being said, cultivated, planted, watered, and ready to grow, let's get into this. I wanted to, because this has been on my mind for some time, and sometimes like the message, I want to sit with the message for a little while, but nostalgia has been sitting on my mind. And people don't realize sometimes nostalgia can keep you stuck a whole lot longer or just stuck, period, a lot more than fear can. A lot more than fear can. Because sometimes that fear, it's the root of it is nostalgia. And people don't even realize that how big of an impact it is of nostalgia until they experience it. It can be a smell like, oh my God, that brought me back. Seeing a movie, hearing a laugh, being in a certain place, it can put you there. But also that you can create your own nostalgia. This is how people stay in certain relationships for longer than they should, in certain jobs or environments longer than they should, just in certain habits than longer than they should because of the nostalgia feeling of it. Um, this is why a lot of people will be like, no, I listen to them like if you like it'd be those people that like I'll be like, I separate the art from the artist, and it's just like you cannot have the artist. I mean, you cannot create art without the artist or artist without the art. Like you need both. It's a collaboration. You kind of have, and so it's that nostalgia feeling. That's all I'm saying. Like you still, it's that nostalgia. You still dating them, married to them, friends with them. It's the nostalgia. You still work there. You still creating that. You still doing it. And I don't even feel like it's other people asking. I feel like it's you asking yourself that at times. And that feeling, because nostalgia can make you really feel like you belong. Like you belong. And ain't nothing wrong with feeling like you belong, but it holds you in a place where you feel like you can never experience something of that caliber, of that distinction, of that resonance. It's that energy. And so nostalgia sometimes can keep you in a warped sense, right? And this is coming from a Cancer, okay? Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Mercury, okay? All in the eighth house. So I can I got a little of a lot of something on nostalgia, and it really holds people. It captivates them to the point that when somebody even like smells something, they're like, I don't want to move because this smell, it's bringing me back. Also, nostalgia can work in ways people also don't know that nostalgia also is triggers. Like when you trigger this because it's bringing you back. Nostalgia can be good feelings, but it's more so the actual definition of it is being almost launched back into the past or into a certain moment or feeling. Doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm smelling cinnamon rolls and I'm remembering when I would always go to the cinnamon roll. No, sometimes you smell cinnamon rolls and you're like, oh, somebody's got an attitude today. So they decide. And so the reason why I'm saying this because that is really my mind is because it's this energy where you have to work with it, not sit in it, not chase after it, not try to hold on to it. Nostalgia is there as an understanding to reconnect you with your body, to let you know that you are present, to let you know that you are here, to let you know that you are alive, to let you know all these things. It's a present energy, a present sensation. Mm. So, with taking all that in and that understanding, being like, oh shit, am I really enjoying myself here, or is it just something that's so familiar? And when I walk down this street, it brings me back here, and when I do this, or when they do a certain thing, it just brings me back to those moments. And I always like to say something is always bringing you back to the past and not bring you back to the present, allowing you to be in that present energy in the moment. Are you really alchemizing? Are you really using it? Are you really allowing that to be a vital sense for you? Right? And so some people get really caught up on the whirlwind of nostalgic energy. It is a very, very powerful thing, but it's supposed to be powerful to remind you that you have been in this body, in this realm for a very long time, no matter how long it is, and to show you the things that bring you semblance in life, creativity, exaltation, even just healing. That's why some people really like I'm gonna stick to this artist because they were there when I needed them. Nobody gets me like this artist or this and that, or nobody's gonna under. It's because that nostalgia makes you feel real known, real familiar, real aware, real sure. But it's just the past seeping in. It's just the past. Mercury retrograde, if anything, that's all nostalgic. That's what they say: review, reflect, revise, rest. It's a lot of real words because it's almost like you're going back. That's what people like. Why is my ex? Because it's that nostalgia. Why do you think they remaking so many movies and shows? Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World. That's a Raven. That's a Raven again. Like, it's because they're doing all these. Let's make another Star Wars and another Star Wars and another Star Wars. It's because they know that feeling of remembrance brings on a feeling of belonging. And I feel like you have to utilize, the sun with the Ace of Wands. You have to realize that you can begin again in that feeling. That's what this just reminds you of. And I feel like the reason why I said it can keep you in a lot longer than fear is because of fear. A lot of people fear the future going forward. What may or may not happen because you don't know what's going to be the outcome. But that nostalgia. Nostalgia is like, oh, I know when I do this, they'll do this. I know when I say this, that happened. I know that smell. I know it's like trying to recreate and chase after the sun, hilariously enough. It's gonna wind up in a full fucking circle. So with this understanding, some people, I feel like, and I keep saying it, some people will stay in relationships, listening to things, setting up things, being in environments because of that nostalgia, because of that feeling. And I feel like for some people, you're realizing, because even now, especially with the state of the world, the climate crisis, just fascist energies, regimes being exposed and just out here, all this stuff, it's like, dang, can it go back to what we used to? And that will also put you in a mindset and an energy of not doing anything. Like I said, that'll keep you a lot more stuck than fear will. Not for everybody, obviously, but like, dang, you remember how I used to be? Well, it's over now. We're doomed. As soon as I'm saying that, Ace of Wands again with the Four of Cups. You feel like you're doomed. You feel like there's no point. We'll never get back to this again. No. But you have to move to something new. You have to move to something new. Create new nostalgia. Nostalgia is not just when you're a child. It's a feeling, like I said, a remembrance, of belonging, of resonance inside of self. The Devil and the Hierophant. Capricorn energy and Gemini energy. You know what the sister side of Capricorn is? Cancer. People also don't realize that Capricorns can experience nostalgia too. That's a whole every strong. It's Saturn energy. Why do you think people Saturn's returns be boop 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 bringing up everything? It's a remembrance energy, an understanding of that energy. Like, oh, But it also can lead to an obsessive energy, like I said, chasing something over and over, thinking about something. And I remember this, and I remember that, and I remember, and I remember. But that can lead to a lack of creation, a lack of movement, a lack of new opportunities, a lack of new thoughts, and allowing things in. And that's why you also got the Hierophant. I mean, it feels like you're always seeking something outside of self. Because the Hierophant is about religion, spirituality, knowing to a certain depth um, that things can be different. You just have to build a certain type of faith outside of self with self. And so I feel like you're in this mode, in this movement of that. Yeah, the star card on the back. A lot of masculine energies come in here. Aquarius energy, and we got the Emperor. Aries energy. A lot of masculine energy of, what do they call it? Strong armament. I believe is what it is. Strong armor, strong, like you really. Remember, I had a conversation with my mom years ago, and she was like, but, and and we were just talking about our relationship, and she was like, I still kind of see glimpses and this and that, and I kind of want things to go back. And I know we can get there because we used to be there. It was like that kind of energy, and I was like, make sure that the relationship you're trying to create is with somebody that's currently here, and not who used to be here. Because they changed for a reason, they shifted for a reason, they moved for a reason. Because what if you can't get this person back to where it used to be? And so with this Emperor and this star energy, I feel like you have to reign in the authority of knowing that things have changed and shifted. And so you have to lead in a way like the Emperor, where it may seem a little harsh, may seem a little mere calculated to other people. But you realize when I'm obsessing like the devil, when I'm overthinking, I'm contemplating, I'm chasing something that cannot be actually obtained, can only be felt, I'm trying to materialize it. I feel like I'm begging and pleading like the Hierophant. I feel like I can't trust the outside source, that this feeling can happen again in a different way. This emotion, I can find another artist that I resonate with that isn't like an abuser or something. I can find other people to be around with that aren't making me, you get what I'm saying? I can be around that. But if I'm chasing outside of myself, so much becomes obsessive. So I have to pull in the Emperor. And that means obsessive. I will allow myself to guard what needs to be guarded and remove what needs to be removed. So that way, like the star, that Saturn, a lot of Saturn return energy, you could have Saturn in Aquarius or just in the 11th house, but a lot of Saturn return energy with this star card is looking at, it's like I'm rebuilding something. And I feel like in this midst of rebuilding, you're also getting a lot of flashbacks, a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. That's why I said nostalgia sometimes can also be led by triggers. Like, oh, that smell running, that song, turn off, no. Nostalgia sometimes don't always feel good. It brings you back to where you don't want to be. And so with the stars, like, let me pour into myself. Let me protect and heal myself. The Hermit on the back of the deck in reverse. I don't know. Why do I feel so connected with this? Why do I feel such resolve for this? And so when I told her, she was like, you're right. Because I'm still trying to be in a relationship with somebody that's not in front of me. I said, yeah. Because that feeling that you felt when I first started for however long it lasts, you're not feeling that anymore. And you're trying to feel that currently. But that's not who the person is. That's not what they can give you. And so that's not who you're in operation with. You're in operation with the ghosts of the past. Oh, I remember it used to be like this. I remember it used to be a lot cooler in the summers. But you like to use ChatGPT and AI. It's like, you not only are you losing the water that helps make the world cool, but they're cutting out trees and you know, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, Well, it's over now. Might as well only listen to their old stuff. Not none of their new stuff. Oh, I only go around the family because they my family. We got so many memories together. They my family. Like I know we kind of don't get along now. We just doing things to do things. But that's family. That's my lifelong friend. I know what they've been through. I know we've been through. That nostalgia will hold you a lot stronger than fear will, than doubt will, because it's resonating so deep. And so you have to, it feels like you're performing for yourself. The Ace of Wands came out in reverse with the Death card, Scorpio energy. You're deading your creativity, your new start, your new way of thinking, your new way of moving and breathing and experiencing things and breathing life into new things. It's like you're deading it. Because of this obsessiveness with chasing after something or keeping something the same, keeping an energy in the environment. It's like there's no switch up. And so the fact that the Death card is under the Hierophant and the stars, like you're dating your own opportunity for expansion, for growth, for spiritual alignment, for abundance, for creativity, for trusting in self, for trusting in source, for experiencing something new, for rebelling against the mold, for being out there. And the fact that the Ace of Wands in reverse is under the Devil and the Emperor, where it's like you pushing a little too strong on keeping this obsessive energy of, I just want to, it's like you're chasing a feeling or a moment, or it's like it's not going to go back. You can't go back to that. You can't. So with this Ace of Wands, it's almost like you're blocking your creativity because what you're putting it into is something that's just burning you up on the inside. So it's like you did it. Discovering new things, discovering new feelings, discovering new emotions, discovering new alignments, discovering new exhilarations of experiences, embodiments of self. But even like the Death card, it literally describes it as a child trying to climb back into the mother, but the mother is already birthing something new. The fact that the Ace of Wands is holding the baby, it's like you can't even give birth to your new ideas, your new creativity, your new environment, your new timeline, your new friendships, your new relationships, your new whatever it is. Because you're still trying to crawl back to something that has already been created and done. Do not allow nostalgia to hold you in a place where you feel like there's no way out because the best has already come. Or even if you're in regards to a relationship, if you're not seeing the person for where they presently are, you're not able to see the best that you guys can be if you can be anything at all. And so you really have to step into a mode of understanding. Am I allowing these feelings, this wave of emotions, to lead me in a direction that I don't even want to truly be aligned with? Because with all this masculine energy, it's an output. You're outputting a lot. You're outputting a lot, hoping to get some back, hoping to receive, hoping to gain, hoping to experience. That's feminine energy. But and ain't nothing wrong with it. But it's this like I say, you strong arming that bitch. It reminds me of My Little Pony episode where Rarity was looking at an old picture of her and her sister, and just like, oh my God, I miss Sweetie Belle. And she went back to go see her sister, and she was doing all the things she used to do with her sister, but her sister's not enjoying it. Her sister's like, I don't really do this stuff anymore. This is the type of stuff I like. And they were also, because she's also part of the Key to Market Service, but she was also helping one of her clients, Sweetie Belle was, because her dog, like the client was like, my dog doesn't want to play with anymore toys. And Sweetie Belle was like, what do you see in front of you? She's like, my puppy. She was like, I don't see a puppy. I see a full grown dog. This dog has gotten older. So the feeling you're trying to hold on to, she was like, I don't even think my cutie mark is for me because my puppy doesn't want to play with me. And I got my cutie mark because of this puppy and this and that when I brought him home. So she felt like even her own purpose in life was not correct because she was still living in the past. And so when Sweetie Belle told the little girl that, Rarity was listening in ear hustling. She was like, that's what I've been doing to you. She was like, I just didn't realize the last time you experiencing that or doing that with you would be the last time. But I want to get to know you now because I want to keep experiencing things with you now. So obviously, change. And the little girl also was like, okay, we got, she gave her a stick instead of a little toy. So it's like, I feel like if you feel like you're going to lose a relationship, a job, healing energy, relaxing energy, excitement energy, and like things that resonate with you. Because again, that nostalgia, it's like it feels like it resonates with you, whether like I said, it's triggering you or pulling you in a way that's pulling you back either way. So with this coming in, it's like you have to realize, what am I still looking at as if it's like a little puppy and it's a grown dog? Or am I still looking at as if this is my little sister and she's like grown up, she has clients and all these? Like, what am I still looking at in a way that is not what I'm currently looking at now, currently experiencing now, currently getting now? What am I currently at? Sometimes being a masculine is, again, it's just pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out, pushing out. Where am I currently at to get into my feminine and masculine energy? To balance things, to get things centered. Because I'm obviously things are not the same. Things have changed. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's insane. Confirmation, Bert. Confirmation, Bert. Doing the same things. Any final? It's like they want to switch it, swap shit. Okay. We'll shuffle it one more time. I said, get some photo cards. Yeah. Emotions can be a hell of a thing. Emotions can be a hell of a thing. You realize nostalgia is an emotion. Libra energy, justice energy. Like I said, people don't realize Libra energy is masculine and feminine. Like that, if you want to say the embodiment of masculine and feminine energy, look at a Libra. Look at any of the Venus signs, Libra or Taurus. If you want to see it, also Virgo energy, very good at that balance of that masculine, like just an act of motion. Any person, any sign can get it, but those, just off the top of my head, those are like the top three. That and Sag energy too, because they're very active with going out. But with this justice being on top of all of the all of the masculine energy, the devil, Hierophant, the emperor, the star, all of this energy, with it being right on top, is like you need to balance it out. You need to cut what you need to cut, remove what you need to remove, carry what you need to carry, and let go of what you need to let go of. Because I feel like you're doing an injustice to yourself. Because you're not looking at the actual career, the job, the moment, the person, where it is now. You're feeling that nostalgia. I remember when I remember when or you get little glimpses of it currently. It's like, oh, you can use it. You have to realize who are people now, who are things now. And how does that operate for you? So feed back into your creativity, into your life, into your movement, into your expression. I'm almost done, but good morning, June. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Y'all get your breakfast soon. And so it's this understanding of that. What is the new growth that I'm putting in if I can? Or am I trying to climb back into the womb? Things can change. That is the only. There are three things in life that are sure: life, because if you're alive, you're alive; death, because that's becoming, and change. Change. So say fuck it, everything else. You gotta change. Nostalgia can also be a great ramping point to change. And you're like, damn, I'm always thinking about the past a lot. That means you don't want to live in the present, or you don't want to think about the future. So what does keep me in this energy of always like, ooh, I remember, 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 back then, back then, back then, back then, back then. It's like, either if you ain't telling a story, why are you thinking about the past? So balancing out this masculine energy of putting things out there, but they want you to put new out there. That's why you also got the Ace of Wands. Put that new out there. Put that new out there. Put that readiness out there. And bunches of oaths. So do not allow nostalgia that how it used to be and how it used to make you feel, and it still gives me that feeling, that emotion. If you're chasing that emotion and you gotta do things where you're just disregarding life and everything itself, including morals and all this stuff, and just your self-preservation, thoughts, and even just movement and action, take a look at that. Is that nostalgia ramping you up to experience more things, to look back on with glee and happy? Or is it ramping you up because you feel like you'll never get it again and it's triggering you like I'll never get it again? Either way, find that for yourself. Balance that out for yourself. I love you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and love yourselves more, okay? Until next time.